What if I told you Gen Z isn't heartless, just lost? You're not cold, broken, or incapable of love. But the world you're trying to date in, it's emotionally bankrupt, and nobody taught you how to love in a world that forgot how. So let's break it down. Here are 6 real reasons Gen Z has a dating problem, and what you can do to stop playing defense and start building something real. Reason 1, you're not emotionally numb, you're emotionally guarded. You're not numb. You're tired of being disappointed, of sending that message and getting silence, of opening up just to be left on read, of catching feelings for people who don't know how to handle them. So what do? You build walls, you make rules, you tell yourself, no one gets close unless I'm 100% sure. But here's the problem. No one ever feels 100% sure. Love doesn't come with a guarantee. It comes with risk. But somewhere along the way, Gen Z confused being guarded with being safe. And safe doesn't get you connection. It gets you distance. Loneliness in a crowded room, surface-level flings that leave you feeling emptier than before. So, if you've been wondering why it all feels fake, that's why. Reason 2, everyone wants love, but no one wants to lead. Here's the irony. Everyone wants connection, but no one wants to go first. We're all waiting for the other person to text first, care first, try first. So we play it cool, act disinterested, pretend we don't care, even when we do. It's a standoff. 2 people wearing masks, waiting for the other to blink. And you know what that creates? Situationships. Mixed signals. People talking for 6 months and still not knowing where they stand. Someone has to lead. Someone has to say, this is how I feel, and I'm not afraid of it. Because confidence isn't about never getting hurt. It's about having the courage to show up anyway. And that's what Gen Z is starving for. Realness. Someone who leads with clarity in a world full of confusion. You can be that person. Reason 3, swipe culture is training you to see people as disposable. Let's talk about dating apps. Yeah, they're convenient, but they're rewiring your brain. Swipe, 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 match, ghost, next. What used to be chemistry is now a checklist. What used to be effort is now an algorithm. You don't meet someone anymore, you browse them. And when one thing feels off, you think, I'll just find someone better. But people aren't products. You don't return them like a pair of shoes. Connection takes time, effort, grace. But if every minor inconvenience feels like a deal breaker, you'll spend your life chasing perfect and never finding real. That's the trap. And the only way out is to see people again. Not profiles, not options, people. Reason 4, we confuse validation with love. Here's a hard truth. Most people don't date because they're ready to love. They date because they're desperate to feel wanted. And there's a difference. Love is slow. It's built. It grows in silence, in depth, in patience. But validation, that's quick. You post the right pic, say the right line, get the right attention, and for a moment, you feel enough, attractive, desired, chosen, but it fades, fast, and then you need more. Another hit, another match, another fling. It becomes a cycle, and cycles don't build connection. They just keep you busy. If you want love, you have to be okay not getting constant attention, because the real thing isn't loud. It's steady, and you won't find it if you're chasing a hit of validation disguised as chemistry. Reason 5, love isn't a vibe. It's a skill. Let me say something that might change your life. Love isn't a vibe. It's not a mood, a feeling, or a moment. It's a skill. You learn how to love, how to communicate, how to listen, how to fight fair, how to stay when it gets uncomfortable. But no one taught you that, because your generation grew up watching love fall apart, divorce, betrayal, ghosting, cheating. You were raised on fear, not commitment. So now, you're expected to know how to do love, with zero training. Of course it's hard, but skills can be learned. And you can be someone who learns, not just how to love others, but how to love yourself enough to stop settling for half-hearted effort. You can build something real if you stop chasing sparks and start building fire. Reason 6. The dating world isn't broken. It's just scared. Here's the truth no one wants to admit. The dating world isn't broken because people stopped wanting love. It's broken because people stopped being brave enough to love. And the fix? It's not some app. It's not a new strategy. It's not more games or rules or power plays. It's you deciding to show up different, to communicate with clarity, to love without losing yourself, to lead with strength and softness at the same time. Most people are just reacting to their pain, avoiding rejection, playing safe. But you can be the pattern breaker, the one who dates with purpose, who isn't afraid to care, who makes real cool again. Because Gen Z doesn't have to be lost. It can be the generation that heals. It starts with you, right now, and the next choice you make in love.